Hey, Eng Pod listeners. Today, I want to talk about something that's incredibly close to my heart. How to speak English. English truly transformed my life. It swung open new doors, helped me forge amazing friendships, and truly inspired me to dream bigger than ever before. When I first started this journey, honestly, I was terrified. My vocabulary was tiny, and my accent felt different. But I never, ever gave up. I learned step by step, just like a baby finding its feet. I stumbled, I fell many times, but each time I got right back up. I know some of you out there are feeling the exact same way. Maybe you're shy, or you're holding back because you're afraid of making mistakes, or worried about what people might think. But here's the secret. Making mistakes is not just part of learning, it's essential. If we don't try, we simply can't improve. Dive in like a swimmer. Feel the rhythm like music. Speaking English is a lot like learning to swim. At first, the water might look deep, and you might feel a real fear of jumping in. But the moment you take that first leap, you start to feel better. The more you practice, the more comfortable and confident you become. One of the most powerful ways to learn English is by listening. When you immerse yourself in English sounds, your ears begin to adapt. You start to hear how words are truly pronounced, and you absorb new phrases almost without realizing it. It's exactly like listening to your favorite music. The more you listen, the deeper your understanding becomes. Another fantastic way to boost your speaking skills is by practicing either with friends or even on your own. Sometimes I just talk to myself in English. It might sound a little silly, but trust me, it's incredibly effective. You can pretend you're having a full conversation. Ask yourself questions, then answer them. The more you engage your voice, the better you'll get. And please, don't stress if you don't know a ton of words. You absolutely don't need a massive vocabulary to speak well. Simple words are more than enough. Just focus on getting your message across, even if it's not perfectly polished. People will understand, and with time, your vocabulary will naturally grow. Don't be scared. Be a champion. I remember back when I was learning, I constantly thought, what if people laugh at me? But then a realization hit me. If I don't speak, I'll never improve. So I pushed past the fear and spoke anyway. And guess what happened? Most people were incredibly kind. They didn't laugh. They helped me. So, if you're feeling nervous, that's perfectly fine. It's a completely normal feeling. But whatever you do, don't let that feeling stop you. Take a deep breath, flash a smile, and just start talking. The more you do it, the easier it will become. Another technique that really helped me was reading out loud. When you read out loud, your brain gets used to both seeing and articulating the words. Think of it like exercising a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. Don't be shy to ask. Believe in your power. Also, never, ever be afraid to ask for help. If you're unsure how to say something, it's absolutely okay to ask. We all need a little help sometimes, and asking questions is fundamentally how we learn and grow. One final crucial piece of advice I want to share is this: believe in yourself. If you tell yourself, I can't do this, then yes, it will feel incredibly hard. But if you tell yourself, I absolutely can learn this, you will truly see progress. English isn't as hard as it seems, especially if you tackle it one step at a time.
Imagine you're climbing a mountain. You don't reach the summit in one giant leap. You take one small step, then another, and another. Before you know it, you reach the top. Learning English is exactly the same journey. So I encourage every single one of you to start today. Speak English as much as you possibly can. Don't agonize over making mistakes. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just speak. Ultimately, learning English is like planting a tree. You water it patiently every day, and it grows slowly, steadily. But one day, you'll look up and see it standing tall and strong. You'll feel an immense sense of pride for not giving up. Remember, the most important thing isn't how fast you learn, but that you never, ever stop trying. So keep pushing forward, keep talking, and one day you'll be able to proudly say, "I did it."
Be brave. Get stronger. I can still vividly recall the first time I attempted to have a full conversation in English. My heart was pounding, my palms were slick with sweat, and I could feel my voice trembling. I was utterly terrified of saying the wrong thing, but I went for it anyway. I spoke, and even though I stumbled, I felt an incredible surge of pride because I dared to try. You see, speaking English isn't about being flawless. It's about being brave. Every single time you open your mouth to speak, you are taking one more step closer to becoming better. It's just like a muscle. If you don't use it, it will remain weak. But the more you speak, the stronger and more fluent your English becomes. When I first started learning, I devoured English movies and TV shows. Initially, I barely understood a thing, but I persisted. I paid close attention to how people talked, how they used their hands, their facial expressions, and the tone of their voices. This taught me a profound lesson. English isn't just about words. It's deeply about feelings. If you truly want to connect with people, don't shy away from showing your emotions when you speak. Smile when you're happy, frown when you're confused, and use your hands to express yourself. Language is so much more than just words. It's the unique way you communicate your very heart. Small goals, big victories. Sometimes on this learning path, you might feel stuck. You might think, I've been studying for so long, but I'm just not improving. This is completely normal. Learning a language is like ascending a hill. Some days you'll sprint forward, and other days it will feel incredibly slow. But even when it feels slow, always remember that you are still moving forward. Don't give up, even when the going gets tough. One powerful strategy that really helped me was setting small, achievable goals. My aim wasn't to achieve perfection in a single day. Instead, I set tiny daily goals. One day, I would focus intently on learning new words. The next, I'd hone my pronunciation. Little by little, bit by bit, I steadily improved. And please, never forget to celebrate your progress. When you learn a new word or successfully navigate a conversation in English, take a moment to genuinely feel proud. Every tiny step is a monumental achievement. Learning English is a magnificent journey, and every single step you take brings you closer to where you truly want to be. I also discovered that keeping a journal in English was immensely helpful. Every night before bed,
I'd write about my day in simple English. This practice helped me train my brain to think in English, and over time, I noticed my sentences becoming more fluent and accurate. You don't need to write pages and pages. Even just 1 or 2 sentences a day can make a significant difference. Embrace your English-speaking squad. When you're practicing speaking, try your best to think in English too. At first, you might find yourself translating from your native language into English inside your head, but try to gradually move past that. Think in English as much as you possibly can. It's like learning to dance. Initially, you have to consciously think about each individual step, but with consistent practice, it becomes completely natural. Another game changer for me was finding friends who were eager to practice English with me. We'd meet up, maybe for coffee, and make a pact to speak only English. At first, it felt a bit awkward because none of us were particularly good, but very soon it became incredibly fun. We learned together and we laughed at our mistakes. You can do the exact same thing. Find a friend or form a small group and practice speaking together.
Don't be afraid. You're far stronger than you think. You might also feel a wave of nervousness about speaking to native English speakers. I know I certainly did. But here's the truth. Most people are kind and wonderfully patient. They don't expect you to be perfect. They completely understand that you are learning. So don't hesitate to talk to them. If you happen to make a mistake, they might gently correct you. And that's actually a fantastic thing. Every correction is a valuable opportunity to learn something new. There will undoubtedly be days when you feel utterly frustrated. There will be moments when you feel like throwing in the towel. But I want you to remember something profoundly important. You are far stronger than you imagine. You've already taken the incredibly brave first step by even wanting to learn. That takes immense courage. And here's the truly beautiful part. No matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, English has the power to connect you to the entire world. It's like a magnificent bridge that gracefully brings people together. When you speak English, you gain the ability to travel freely, meet fascinating new people, and learn about countless diverse cultures. It is a key that unlocks so many doors. So, when that feeling of wanting to give up creeps in, pause and remember why you started this journey. Think about all the incredible opportunities that learning English will usher into your life. Imagine yourself in the future speaking English with absolute confidence, making wonderful new friends, and achieving your grandest dreams. Hold on to that powerful vision. Let it propel you forward. Be kind to yourself. And always, always remember to be kind to yourself. Learning a new language is one of the bravest, most rewarding things you can undertake. It's not always easy, and it definitely takes time. But every single day you dedicate to learning is a tangible step forward. You might not see the monumental progress right away, but trust me, it is happening. You are getting better one day at a time. At the end of the day, keep in mind why you're learning English. Whether it's for your career, for travel, to connect with new people, or simply to challenge yourself, hold on to that core reason. Let it be your guide and your constant motivator. When the journey feels long,
Gently remind yourself of all the incredible doors that will swing open once you've truly mastered this beautiful language.
One final thought for your journey. As you continue on this incredible journey, I want to leave you with one final, powerful thought for Eng Pod listeners. English is so much more than just words. It's a bridge to exciting new experiences, enriching new friendships, and boundless new opportunities. When you speak English, you're not merely acquiring a language. You are stepping boldly into a larger world, a world brimming with endless possibilities. So keep speaking, keep learning, and never, ever give up on yourself. One day, you will look back at this very moment and truly realize just how far you've come. And on that glorious day, you will smile and you will proudly say, "I did it!" Thank you for listening to Eng Pod.